and Operations Committee meeting to order, September 3rd, and present are Councilman Audette, Atkins, and myself. Our first order of business is to consider applications for service for, I'll let you go through those, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first one is Bethendale Fire Tax District recommendation consideration of reappointment of Melissa Scroggins for a second term.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Yeah, and the second one would be a recommendation for consideration of reappointment of Richard Roach for a second term.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, well, that's fine. York County Forever Commission. Recommendation for consideration, the appointment of Teresa Steele for a first term.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, Catawba Mental Health Board. Recommendation for consideration of reappointment of Sherry Barton for a second term.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Recommendation for consideration of reappointment of Georgette for a second term.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, Employee Grievance Committee. Recommendation for consideration, the appointment of Janet Clausen for a first term.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Recommendation consideration of Heather Savekas for a second term.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
All right.
Motion carries.
All right.
Okay, and our next item of business is to approve the minutes from the August 7th Finance and Operations Committee meeting.
Okay, motion to approve minutes from August 7th, 2024 Finance and Operations Committee meeting.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. And our last order of business is to turn this over to Aaron for a finance update.
So you have in front of you the month of June 2024. Now, I know the calendar year has ended, but in the accounting world, we still have accruals and that kind of stuff, and these numbers won't be finalized until you get the audit in late November or early December. But overall, there was no surprises in fiscal year 24, so we're expecting to have a good year. Those final numbers, like I said, will be coming in at year end. I know that the last couple times we presented, it seemed like the vacancy numbers were going back down, and we thought we might be in a good place a little bit. But in the month of June, they went back up. The sheriff's office had a vacancy of 8.5%, which was up 1.6% from the previous month. And then all other positions went up to 8.1% in the general fund as well, which was another 1.5% increase from the previous month. So all that said is everything looks good. Going into FY25 strong, which is where we're at now. And then, like I said, we'll get you that audit whenever that's done. They should be here hopefully early November.
Sounds good. What was the, what's on average, what is the percentage for the sheriff's office?
For the entire year?
Yeah,
Somewhere between that 7 to 10%.
7 to 10%.
If you looked at it annually, average is probably closer to 10.
Yeah, it's going to be on the higher end.
Okay. So we're still trending a little bit lower towards the end here. We're towards this,
Yeah, the next couple of months, you want to see if that's just an anomaly or a trend. I know they had a big hiring, and that's what drove the vacancies numbers down. I don't think they've had another big hiring event like that. So, we'll continuing to give that update every month, but
Okay.
my gut tells me it's probably going to keep clicking back up again.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got any other big hiring events coming up or not, but
Yeah.
that's what sort of, I think they hired 60 people at one event or something like that drove it down.
Okay.
Hopefully we can have some more positive.
Well, I heard that they had a pretty good number of people coming out of graduation for their orientation of, once they've completed their education.
Yeah,
stuff.
so
had a
when they do
pretty
that big
good
event,
side
they
class,
bring in
yeah.
all those people all at that
Mhm.
one time, and then they kind of start to leave or trickle off after that once they get into the detention center more than anything else.
Right. Exactly. Cool. Thank you. That's awesome.
That was for which, that was for last month? Or
For
June?
the month of June,
For the month of
sheriff,
June.
yeah, 8.5% vacancy, and
Okay.
all of the other general fund was 8.1.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So motion for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
Excellent.
These numbers right.